My name is Madison Wommack, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself with objects that symbolize who I am as a person. A little story to kind of get you in the mindset of who I am is when I was little, I was really stubborn, and so every time that I would have to cross the street, my mother would have to pull me by my arm, and she would end up just pulling my arm out of socket, which sounds horrible, but it wasn't, because it was my own fault and it didn't really hurt that bad, and I got to cry and be dramatic after, and she'd pop it into place and I'd be fine. But it was always my own fault because I was just too stubborn to listen to what she wanted me to do, and I ended up getting hurt. And so that's just kind of a little summary of who I am to get us started about who I was kind of in the past leading up to now. And so something that symbolizes my past is, weirdly enough, a tape dispenser. So when I was somewhere around 8 to 10, in that range, I really wanted a tape dispenser for Christmas. Like, I begged for it. I wanted it so bad. And it kind of symbolizes what I was and what I based my life around. I really loved school, and I just thought this could make me the best student that I could ever be. And while I obviously still like to be a good student, this just symbolized how dorky I was, and I loved that everyone called me a weirdo because I wanted it, because it made me unique and special, and I really valued that as a child. Moving on to the second item is a soccer ball, which seems generic because lots of kids play soccer, but soccer and tennis have been a huge part of my life, along with basketball. I've always put a lot of value in sports, and it represents me present day because I still love sports, and I give most of my free time to sports. I also really value commitment, and that's really shown through how much I give to my sports and how much I'm willing to give up in order to please my coaches and please my teammates. I'm a real team player, and I really like that about myself, and I think it characterizes who I've become today. So to finish up, one last thing is a bassoon reed, because it represents my future, because music is such an integral part of my life right now that it has to be part of my life in the future. I'd love to play bassoon in college, and I think bassoon will always challenge me, which is something that I find incredibly fun and exciting. And I know that music is going to be part of my life, whether I'm listening to it or playing an instrument of some sort. So whether it's my weird tape dispenser or worn out ball or really smelly bassoon reed, I think all of these objects describe who I was, who I've become, and who I will be in the future. Thanks.